In a previous clip, I inquired, do you know what negging means? And the reason why I chose that specific word is to try and highlight the nuances of not knowing in terms of how you react to things in the self. Negging is a social concept. It was primarily to do with dating, but I found it very useful to try and explain certain things here. The reason why I spoke about negging in my previous video was to highlight two issues. One is that I was asked a question, why do I talk about such uninteresting topics or unsexy topics, which is something to do with mental health? I don't think it's unsexy. I think it's extremely interesting. In another clip, I'm going to upload that, I mentioned hidden discoveries about three different things that I discovered about myself I was not aware of, and which has explained so much. And one of the hidden discoveries was that I have a condition called a bilateral frontal hyperterosis. And this is the growth of extra bone on my skull. Now, how does negging tie into this? I tie it into the fact that at times, in certain areas in life, for example, social services, you might be negged. What does negging do? It, in a way, manipulates you, in a way, negates your reality or your existence, or makes less than. You go on a date and you get a backhanded compliment. And in another clip, I mentioned that I had been on benefits for 8 years. Why? Because of a lot of negging in terms of my health diagnosis. I'm reading this book. It's called Manufactured Bodies by Jelena Beck-Valak. I hope I pronounced that. If I didn't, forgive me. And on page 141 is a breakdown of this rare condition. I was lucky enough to, when trying to conduct a research, because I couldn't get any feedback in terms from the signposted health institutes about how to deal with this condition. I emailed someone at the Museum of London, and I was lucky to get a response from Jelena Beck-Valak, who is the author of this book, Manufactured Bodies, because she's a curator of osteology, which is of human remains. And one fascinating discovery I made is that my condition could be environmentally triggered. And that is why I am bringing this to the public, or to talk about it publicly. Because, and why I use the word negging, there are times when transparency is not possible, or it's difficult, or it's expensive, and you are given a watered down response to an inquiry. So for now, I'll leave it there. And in my next clip, I'll go furthermore into what bilateral frontal hyperterosis is and how it can devastate your life. My name is Folaremi. Welcome to my page, and it's a lovely day in Britain.